Hi Cancer, welcome to your monthly scopes. Please keep in mind this is only a general reading. Take what it feels right and with what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. Also, happy birthday to all the Cancers out there. It's your solar return month. It's an amazing opportunity to set your intentions high, and I wish you a great year. So, July is a month for you to really understand many conflicts you still hold on your mind, between the conflict on the mind between uh, wanting to go in a certain path and a certain direction and not really seeing a way of integrating different aspects of your life, integrating different aspects um, of it in a way where you find solace and peace. So I think you begin the month um, really seeing the importance of making decisions at this time. So there's decisions and there's things you're trying to implement at this moment, but you're not sure if, because what holds you back probably is still the feeling of not being the right time, not being the right time to implement those changes, to implement those choices. That's what's creating the division and the conflict. So um, the arrival card is schizophrenia. It's the two of clouds. So definitely you're trying to see which direction to go in some matter. You're divided about something inside of you and it's a conflict of the mind, like I was saying. But it's in the reverse. So I think you finally understand the direction you want to take. You finally understand the choice you need to implement in your life, but now it's a matter of implementing it, of doing it, because you're afraid that it's not the right time. You're afraid of making a big change on your life, and um, and that change not being the best one for you at this time, even though you know it's only about a matter of time. But uh, the change is out to happen either way. So what you want to do is try to see this card upright. Is this fear of change, is this fear of not being the right time a matter of you still holding on to a pattern? You're still holding on to a pattern that keeps repeating every single time a decision needs to be made, for example, or every single time you have a big new direction to go and you avoid making it because you're too afraid of what might happen if you do so. So the only thing blocking your way in this new direction you're trying to go, in this decision you are finally understanding you have to make and wanting to make, is you're afraid, is your fear of um, change itself. But it's there in the outlook for you. So you have to understand that many times we are looking for we are looking to make every single aspect in our lives integrated. We are trying to make every single thing work when actually sometimes we need to disintegrate many of them so we can really see what integration is real to be made. What do I mean by that? Well, you have also the response to that fear of flying in reverse. You have the integration card reversed. So your fear of not being able to harmonize everything is also what's keeping you from making choices, making decisions, going in different amazing new directions, because you're wanting to have harmony and balance in every single aspect in your life. But that harmony could not come from a place of uh, real balance, but it comes from a place of avoidance. So if it comes from a place of avoidance, there's not real integration anyway to be made in that sense. So yeah, you have this opportunity to prioritize and to see what you have been trying to integrate, that it doesn't fit the integration itself. So, um, in order for you to do that, you have to quiet your mind and you have to go into a deep state of silence, of meditation, of using your mind in the right way, because you have a strong ability this month to have your mental accuracy working in its best use, but you have to organize it. That's your intuition card. It's your mind. But your mind is all over the place. Your mind is messed up. It's confused by so many things you're trying to integrate and to harmonize in your life. And you need to silence, to get into the silent state. You need to meditate. You need to find a place inside of you where you're able to calm your mind, calm your anxieties, calm your fears, and that will help you understand the way understand the way you're avoiding this change to come out of a pattern that you still cling to, mentally wise, especially, because the silence will give you this pure crystal reflection of what is going on, of the real root of the fear, the real root of the anxiety, the real cause, that even though you already know what's right and what's best for you in this direction to take, you're still avoiding, or you're still not sure, or you're still doubting yourself. So there's a need to organize your mind. There's a need to clean up that way of thinking, the way you still are controlled by your thoughts and not able to retreat and see them from what they are. So the advice for you, as the intuition and the response to that, is to get in a place of silence, get in a place of organization, get in a place of acknowledgement of the thoughts that are creating a more schizophrenic state, a more indecisive state, a more resistant state of not allowing the change, not allowing the change, not allowing the timing to be the right timing, which actually time is an illusion. So the timing is never wrong. What it's wrong, it's the way we are receiving these new experiences that are trying to come forward. So they will happen no matter what. What will make them as the wrong timing, it's the way, in my opinion, it's the way we receive time itself, the way we handle time itself. Because if the car shows up, it's more than time. It's more than time to change. It's more than time to go in a new path of life and to initiate a whole new cycle. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a lot of good spins that happen when we just go for the ride. So it's about you allowing that change in a way where you're not afraid of it, in a way where you're not projecting constantly that fear, that mental fear of of making a mistake, of going on a journey that could prove to be the wrong one for you. Well, it could never be, because if you go on it, it's because you were supposed to, and if you were supposed to, there's no wrong way you can do that. Even if you encounter hard lessons or apparently negative experiences Those are all wisdom. Those are all part of your path in life, which actually, for me, which is what this card represents. An event in your life that puts you in the right path, that puts you in, that changes all the environment and circumstances that were not allowing you to go in that new path, to go in that direction of your purpose, of your growth. So whatever change comes forward in the month of July, it's a beautiful opportunity for you to get closer to what you're looking for, to get close to what your unconscious self is trying to show you. Um, when you need to relax and accept, once you're guided through this beautiful intuition, which is to merge your spiritual self with your mind, and so you have this beautiful, shining mental state of understanding your life, of understanding yourself. It's exactly understanding that probably you were still caged or imprisoned in some sense. You're still afraid to go out there and fly high. And you start to acknowledge and you start to see that there's a beautiful ocean of experiences out there for you. There's a beautiful journey out there for you that you're now starting to understand, that you're now starting to acknowledge, that you're now starting to see, even though you may still hold back, like this card is showing. You're still looking only. You're not flying already, but you're in the process of that departure. You're in that process of um, getting out of that cliffhanger and just fall, free fall, because you free fall and then you fly high. So yeah, the relaxation and acceptance card really talks about this new understanding of your life, this new understanding of what lies out of your comfort zone, out of what you take for granted, out of what you take for secure. So, and it's an emotional card. It's a water card. It's really in tune with yourself, with your nature. So, um, there's a lot. Your emotions will also tell you a lot at this time because you have an understanding of how the wronged way your mind was working, and once you understand the wrong way your mind was working, you acknowledge your own inner source of knowledge. It's much more deep than just your mind. It comes from a place of heart. It comes from a place of the fountain of the waters which you belong to, and where your intuitive into sorry where your intuition is also a really uh, great source of knowledge and of understanding of aspects of your life you're still afraid to let go of. So you wanting to fly, Cancer, you wanting to fly, you wanting to join other people, other associations that may emotionally inspire you, that may emotionally feel as the right um, the right birds to fly to with the right birds to fly with. So there's this beautiful understanding of how your inner and outer life are a reflection of each other. So the new state of awareness you arrive from this departure is success, which is a beautiful card talking about the successes, but also reminding you that success, it's an inner validation of your work. It's an inner validation of the things you accomplish by yourself, where you don't need a crowd of people telling you that you made it right. You don't need a crowd of people applauding you. Of course, it feels really right when we find that validation from hard work we were trying to put out there. But the success, real success, a real sense of victory is just getting out of that comfort zone, allowing change to happen, following your choices, following your heart, following the decisions, putting your conflict of mind in the right place where it ceases to exist, which is in silence, where you see your mind much more clearly, and then you can integrate what really matters to you. So, success, victory, party, achieving a state of recognition, it's an inner process. So it doesn't matter really if people tell you outside that you are amazing, you are successful, you have done it right. If it doesn't come from a place of validation from yourself, from your individual self, um, all that applaud, all that validation outside will be of no good use to you, because in the moment you fail, that insecurity will surface and pop out again, even worse. So what you have to do is acknowledge that success, ups and downs, are a part of life. Maybe at the end of the month you reach a beautiful victory, you reach a beautiful success, you reach a beautiful recognition from your work, from your projects, from your creative self, from your ability to go on this path, to go on this path of understanding, to go on this path. You begin the month understanding that it's the path for you, but also realize that that success, it comes from you. So you don't need recognition from anybody else. That success comes from you. And if nobody would if nobody acknowledges your work, if nobody apparently validates your work, you are still very, 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 very successful. So it's understanding the wins and the losses of life in a different way, which it's the arrival of a new state of awareness, is from the conflict of mind to the idea that you are victorious, you are going in the right path and going in the right direction, and it's a victory to you no matter what direction you take. So, Cancer, this is a very interesting month to understand where you're still holding yourself back in terms of decisions and directions. Your life uh, is calling you. There's a calling for you to go out there, show yourself, and trust yourself, and try to go with the flow. Try to be a part of change, not a resistant to it, and you'll feel this success coming in a much more truthful, uh, inner way, from a place of heart. So, yeah, beautiful month for you. I wish you a great one, and hopefully we'll see each other in August.